compliments because of the new hairstyle. You're getting compliments because of the new dress. Now they're talking about your shape. Well, before there was no shape. Now you have a shape now. So all of a sudden you're getting bombarded with a different type of compliment that isn't even coming from your spouse. And it's because of individualism. Even some of you guys, you dress different, you talk different, you walk with a swag now. And all of a sudden, like, you're getting compliments at your job. And they're like, wow, what did you do to yourself? Are you working out? Oh, you're working out? Should they be walking around? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. You noticed? My wife hasn't noticed. She has noticed. But you have to be able to communicate that with each other. You should try to work on each other for each other, not for anybody else. Husbands and wives who only focus on themselves and their own desires are not likely to find joy and satisfaction no longer in their marriage, because you're looking for it from somewhere else. But when spouses are committed to investing in their marriage and are willing to sacrifice some of their own preferences for the good of the relationship, they will have a high-quality marriage. Now, if you are losing your hair, fellas, or ladies, don't be weird on it. It's okay. You had a good run. No, but truly, if that's you, I don't mean to insulting or derogatory. I just try to make a point. It's okay. Ladies, you shouldn't be trying to put a rub on him if you don't want to rub him. You shouldn't try to make him something that it's not. I told my wife, if I lose my hair, you just got to take what you got. We had a good run. I'm not going to paint my hair. I'm not going to put a rug on there. It's just what it is. Thank God he's been graceful to me. I went to cut my hair the other day, and the guy who's losing his hair and cutting my hair, he goes, man, you got a lot of hair. I go, yeah, but it's all gray now. I go, so what? You've got hair on your head. I gave him a big tip that day. Individualism. It's important that you don't allow yourself to become into yourself, where you are everything now, where you think you're above your spouse now, where you think that she's not good enough for you anymore because she's gained of you, or he's gained of you. All of a sudden, he's not good enough for you because you have a, you have a high-powered career. You have this and that. You got to be able to say, we're in this together. Which leads to the next thing, is that we need to have an acceptance with each other.
Come on.
We have to accept and value and respect each other. One of the basic needs in relationship is acceptance. Everyone wants to feel valued and respected in a marriage. When people feel that their spouse is truly accepted for who they are usually more secure and confident in their relationship and in their parenting. When they feel valued. Let me give you a clue, fellas. If you want your wife to obey the scripture of Ephesians, submit to your husband, you have to be able to love her like Jesus loved her.
My God. Come on.
You say, okay, I will love her when she starts submitting. No. You're the one that was made first. Out of the dirt. Get that dirty little life of yours. Start owning up to the priesthood that God has created you to be. Your job is to make the first move. If your wife will feel love supremely, she will submit completely.
Come on. That's true.
She has to know that she is the only one in your life. There is no other thing in your eyeballs except her. Especially if you've been married a long time. Laura and I are going to be celebrating 28 years, and I'm still alive. We're still like teenagers. We don't do the hickey thing no more because we got teenagers in the house and weird stuff, but I still, we are in love. Another thing that I learned in marriage is that we don't try to force change on each other. I don't try to change my wife. I mean, I tried in the early days. She tried to change me in the early days. It was just one big bummer. Turn yourself to someone I will not try to change you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You want to happens when you try to change somebody? You're going to hit a wall of resistance. Research has shown that change much more likely it will occur when spouses respect differences and accept each other unconditionally. Did you get that? I will more likely change for my spouse when I feel love and respected unconditionally from her. So will she. If I'm not happy with something that she's up to, but she knows I love her and I respect her and I accept her the way she is, she knows that my motives are pure. That I'm not trying to make her something because I have this trippy mind, but because she knows that I love her. There was in our early days, there was things that, when you're first married, let's see if you're married under a year. Put your hand up for high. Married under 2 years. Married under 5 years. Okay, let's talk to you people for a second. The beginning years, we're just trying to figure each other out. We're like, okay, I got you now. You're a slob.
Glory.
Take 4 hours to get dressed. You're never in there sometime. Figure each other out. So then we start, we don't want to church. Can't you start at 2 in the morning?
That's good.
That's what happened to our Anyways, I try to change her. Like demanding, you got to be this way. I'm a leader. I have to have a testimony. You got to be there, blah, blah, blah. And all it created was a longer makeup putting on time. When there's mutual love and respect, the most important components of successful marriages are respect for each other. You should never, ever talk about your spouse to your friends in a negative context. You should never, ever compare your spouse and what they said, especially the intimate things. Never should you, either one of you, share intimacy with a stranger or a friend. Because you're being disrespectful to your spouse's privacy and their intimacy. You should never bring comparison, even in a joking fashion. Just because it's popular in your job or whatever, you need to refrain from that. Because then what you're doing is you're putting your spouse out there and you've made your spouse now vulnerable to outside attacks. Or outside, even maybe perhaps people wanting to make a move on your spouse.